everyone, this is Coach Diane here.
And Coach Jeff from Team prsfit.
Today is the 31st day of training. It is June 8th.
That's right, Diane and I are both training for a half Ironman. This will be Diane's first crack at the half Ironman distance. And I'm going to take a shot at trying to qualify for the National Age Group Championships.
So today on the schedule, I had Coach Jeff do a swim. It was a 45-minute swim, about 2,900 meter swim with some drills and things in it. And then because we were already at the pool, we went down to the deep end and did a 45-minute aqua jog. The reason that I had him do an aqua jog is just because I want to be really careful with his ankle. It's feeling pretty good, isn't it? But, just to take away any pounding, and we were already there, so, we did that for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was great. Got in the pool, and then, Diane has some master swim workouts that she puts in my workout for me, and which includes a bunch of drills and, some kicks, some different stroke practicing drills, a little bit of speed work. Just your standard master swim workout. Kind of boring to be talking about that, but that's what it is. Got about 2,900 meters in 45 minutes, which was pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good in the water. And then we jumped into the diving well into the pool, and just did some aqua jogging, just to get a little bit more aerobic workout today without any pounding, because my ankle's been a little sensitive over the last few days. That being said, I wanted to make sure that we're giving you guys plenty of information. This is Diane's first crack at half Ironman, and she's doing my workouts right along with me. And the reason why we can do that is because we heart rate train. And the thing about heart rate training is it is so different for every individual. If Diane has a 45-minute run and I have a 45-minute run, and her run is in zone 2 and my run is in zone 2, obviously we have different zone 2 paces.
Right.
But we still get the same amount of workout in that we want to get for that day. There's really two basic, and what am I thinking of? Two basic concepts for improvement in your endurance training. And one is building your aerobic base, or your ability to run for longer periods of time in a more relaxed or easier heart rate zone of perceived exertion. And the other is to increase your lactate threshold. And there's two basic ways to do that. And if you're training for a half Ironman or an Ironman or a marathon, one of the key ingredients in your training obviously is going to be increasing your aerobic base. And why do you want to increase your aerobic base? You want to increase your aerobic base because the more efficient you become aerobically, the faster you can run at a lesser exertion level. In other words, your heart has to beat slower at higher paces. Now, you have to couple in with that. You have to do some training at or above, not at or just slightly below your lactate threshold level. And your lactate threshold level is where your body is producing lactic acid to a point where it can no longer absorb it. And the important thing about lactic threshold workouts is they give you the ability to move your lactic threshold closer to your max heart rate. And that also increases your ability to sustain hard efforts longer. And that will benefit your aerobic conditioning as well, which means that it will increase your zone 2 area, your pace-wise, while your heart is beating slower. So I guess in a nutshell, longer distances, half Ironman distances, you really want to be, most of your focus wants to be on that aerobic conditioning.
Right.
Developing your zone 2, developing your ability to run more efficiently and faster for longer periods of time. If you're going Olympic distance, if you're doing 5Ks, 10Ks, obviously you're throwing in a lot more tempo work and a lot more of that work at or just below lactic threshold to increase your body's ability to buffer lactic acid. So, a lot of people say, well, how do I find my lactate threshold? Lactate threshold is a very, very easy test to do. You go out, you warm up for 10 minutes, and then you run 20 to 30 minutes at race pace. You go out there and really hammer 20 to 30 minutes. Your average heart rate for that period of time will be your lactic threshold. There's tests out there that you can do to establish your max heart rate test. And there's great ways to calculate your training zones. And we're going to talk about that a little bit on tomorrow night's podcast, is calculating training zones and heart rate training. But the bottom line is, the longer you're racing, the more efficient you want to be aerobically. And in order to become more efficient aerobically, you have to do more of your workouts in your aerobic training zones, or zone 2. So that's kind of the tip for the day. And got anything else? I've been a little windy today.
I just wanted to say that even though we do different paces because we're doing our training and the same heart rate, usually what we'll do is pick a certain trail or a path that we're going to run on or bike on. Coach Staff will do his own pace, I'll do mine. If we're doing out and back, we'll start out together. And then, of course, he'll go farther ahead. And then when he turns around, my goal is to try and get back before he gets back to me.
Yeah.
So, you still can train with somebody. You won't be with them the entire time. When we're on the bike, we'll wave at each other across the way.
Yeah. And the great thing about heart rate training is, even when you're out by yourself, it's like having a coach with you.
Right.
Because you're gathering data, you're looking at data, you have something to focus on during your workout, perceived exertion and heart rate. And everyone can benefit from heart rate training. No matter if you're the newbie just getting off the couch, getting ready for your first 5K, or you're training for Kona next year. Everyone will benefit from heart rate training. That's why most of your top athletes are using it today.
Yeah.
So
if you want to visit our website, it's www.prsfit.com, and our email is?
Yeah, email us any questions you have. It's prsfit@gmail.com. As always, be healthy.
Train smart.
And have fun.
See you later.